So using the default cyber report in RoboShadow, I'm just going to run you through what goes into a penetration test or a fairly decent cyber audit. I'm going to use the sort of higher level dashboards just to run through, and then I'll show you some of the more verbose data after. The first screen we come to is device vulnerabilities. It sounds a little bit boring now, but this is where you're mainly going to get hacked. So having key vulnerabilities on users' devices, someone's going to click a link and then execute an exploit, which is going to allow a hacker into the desktop. That's pretty much 70% of the way that you're going to get hacked. So device vulnerabilities are still probably the most important thing that you need to keep on top of. Unfortunately, it's where we're all kind of riddled effectively. So it's all of the devices in an organization or even in a home environment. It's those vulnerabilities where you're going to get got, basically. So the next one here is Antivirus and Windows Defender. So most of us, this particular example seems pretty clean. You can see here we detect within RoboShadow if the ransomware protection is enabled or not. It's not enabled by default. I do have another video. We can put that in the link to this video that explains that. But what you want to make sure is your antivirus up to date and is it enabled? And the RoboShadow report will tell you if that's not the case. You've also got the other Windows Defender type items here, like Windows Firewall. Defenders kind of become sort of all-encompassing now. So people will be using third-party antivirus. RoboShadow will still show you the way effectively and show you if that's been updated or enabled, and that will be fairly sort of simplistically shown in this report. And there's another video that we've got about showing just how good Windows Defender is as an antivirus on its own. Now, Windows updates. Now, these are still oldies but goodies effectively. So really to us, what we're looking for, do we have more than 2 security updates needed to be installed at any one time? Really, you want to keep that number under 2 if you can. Multi-factor authentication. So again, this is all very quickly, easily set up within RoboShadow as well. It's a one-click fix to sync with your 365 environment. What users of enabled users do not have MFA enabled. So that's a big one. Where are your global administrators, just so that you can keep a tag on there. And again, just understanding a bit more about the guests do not have MFA enabled. Quite a lot of us, I've got another video on this, you've seen the theme here. A lot of us will invite other guests into our 365 environment, and you're more than welcome to do that, but it is good just to understand what your policy should be. Encryption, so we're all looking at using BitLocker these days, but this will just give you to me, the most important one is unencrypted laptop. This example now is quite clean. You can argue for servers or workstations if they're in locked data centers or offices that they are less secure, but especially here in the UK, as I've said before, you will have to go to the ICO if you have a laptop that gets stolen on a train if you're drunk or something like that. So making sure that all of your machines are encrypted is super important. I should probably add there, sorry, if you lose your laptop drunk on a train and your laptop is encrypted, you might have to fact check me on that one. My understanding, you don't have to go on the to the ICO and report yourself, who will sometimes make you tell your clients as well. It's if you leave an unencrypted laptop with customer or personal data on there. And again, this is just more the Windows hardware sort of overview page within RoboShadow. So as I scroll through, we give you all the verbose data. Some people want this. You can, in the settings at the top, remove this data, but some people want to see all the individual CVEs, all the individual updates in terms of where the antivirus data is. And I just keep going and going here. Again, all of the Windows updates and which machines need reboot. So again, this is a good Windows. Again, where are my BitLockered machines or my non-BitLockered machines? Hopefully this video is not making me feel ill as I'm scrolling through it. Again, we get asked so that we can show all of the list of the MFA accounts as well, but you can take these out of the report if it's too much data for you. And guest accounts are there. And the whole reason I'm scrolling through is right at the bottom, we've also got a LAN scanning capability. So any agent, this will get reported. The last LAN scan will automatically be reported, or you can just go and select your individual LAN scans. any one of these agents that we use to get this data effectively can be used and turned into a LAN scanner. This is an example that's only on a single network. So the LAN scan example here on this particular test network, it's a very locked down network, so you can only see yourself and the router, but it's just to show you where the LAN scanner will be in the report. And again, you can see the IP address is being redacted here. This is a live example. We will show on our report an external vulnerability scan results. So it's very simple. I've said it 100 times on these videos, but just to make sure everyone's aware, if someone hacks one of your machines, one of your desktops, that's most likely the way that you're going to get hacked. Then what they will do is do an internal LAN scan to find something that they can hide within your network. And if they hide within your network on like an old printer or something like that, then they feel they've got a bit more time to try and work out how to attack you. So we will always have vulnerabilities in our internal networks, or most organizations will do. Our advice is to always just lock them down so you can only see yourself and the router, as per this example. But doing an internal network scan is completely free on RoboShadow. It's something that we definitely recommend. And then your external vulnerability scanners, this is super important because these are your office external IPs, these are your data center external IPs, websites and things like that. So everything that sort of effectively touches the raw internet will be featured here, and that's what we want to do, is add all of your IP addresses for your whole organization and then see where they check out from a web and general vulnerability perspective. So this report is the default report that you will see. I'll scroll all the way up here. This is the default report that you will see on RoboShadow. It's right at the top of the homepage. All you have to do is click start a website scanner, an IP address scan, download an agent, and the data will automatically start populating. And then on that single agent, you can do a single LAN scan. So pretty much within 5 or 6 minutes on the RoboShadow platform, you can get yourself your own sort of vulnerability assessment report, just to give you a taster. Even if it's only one of the machine that you've installed on, it gives you a taster as to what the rest of your environment is likely to be like. So thank you for watching.